Hi, my name is Frank. It's Friday, time to kick back, relax, talk music. I posted this last week on the social media channels saying best band name ever. Local, famous, doesn't matter. So many good ones. And I got so many great responses to this. I figured I would do a whole episode just going through some of these band names you guys left, because choosing a band name is such an art, particularly finding a memorable name, and man, you guys. Anyway, you just gotta check this out. Before we get into that, quick reminder for anyone who's interested, these Vinyl, Gore, and More shirts are available in the Channel 33 RPM store until October 14th. Huge thank you to everyone who has purchased one of these. Hope you enjoy wearing them this, I was gonna say this holiday season? I guess it is a holiday season. This Halloween season. All right, let's dive into this. Let's check out the Facebook comments first, and there's 109 here, so I'm not going to go through all of them, but some of these are just too good to pass up. The Vinyl Corner wrote, Steven Seagulls. This takes the cake, man. This takes the cake for one of the best band names. Steven Seagal, obviously, right? And I had to check if this was a real band, but it is. Let us go to, what is this? Seagull's new merchandise store now opened. Should we go there? The official Steven Seagal's merchandise store ran by the band members. All prices include worldwide shipping. So, yeah, man, I guess this is a real thing. That's a great band name. All right, what else do we have here? Two Cow Garage, the Mutants at Table 9. All right, I dig it. Squirrel Nut Zippers. Vince wrote The Clash, Black Sabbath. You know, I have to agree. I think Black Sabbath is probably one of my favorite band names of all time. It just perfectly captured what that band was all about. Obviously, they ripped it off from a movie. Yes, I get it. But that's a great name for a band. Manny Rosa, Starfish Cruiser. I'm not going to go there. Mark Morris, Sick Fucks. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's good. Rick, the Well Hungarians. That's a good one. What else did someone say? Amish Rake Fight. The Well Hungarians. That does make me laugh. Let's Google that. Is this a real band? The Well Hungarians. Okay, it's a rock band. The Well Hungarians. Okay, I guess this is a thing. The Well Hungarians want well Hungarians at your next event. That's a loaded question, man. I don't know. What else do we have here? The Deviants. Yeah, that's a good name. The Band. Yeah, okay. That's fair play. Slayer logo and all. That's what Darren here wrote. Yeah, Slayer. That's another one of those band names. Like, of the big four, that's one of my favorite. Like Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer, Anthrax. Slayer, I mean, just the name, the logo, it invokes heaviness right away. You don't even have to think about it. You know exactly what it is. All right, what else? Creedence Clearwater and Lee Zeppelin. I'm not sure if that's a typo or it's supposed to be Led Zeppelin. I do think Led Zeppelin was also a great band name. Jason wrote Fudge Tunnel. Yeah, if you think about what it is, you don't want to think about it too much, but Fudge Tunnel was like a crossover metal punk act here in Winnipeg in the 1990s. Three Nuts and a Woody. All right. Half Man, Half Biscuit. Ooh, that's another great one. Let's Google these guys. Half Man, Half Biscuit are an English rock band formed in 1984. Okay, well, cool. New to me. The Foreskins. That was a clever name. It was a kind of punk band from the East End of London. Slightly rude name, but factually correct, as they were comprised of four skinheads. Yeah, I remember hearing the name, the Foreskins. I've heard that for decades. I thought that was a great name. Rose Tattoo. I always thought that was such a classic name, right? Because the Rose Tattoo is like the classic tattoo people would get on their bicep, and just the name evokes a strong image. So I always thought that was a great name. Free Beer. That's one of those ones, right? Free beer, cheap beer. This is what bands would put on their gig posters to get people to the show, was free beer. naked women, cheap beer, that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's always classic when you hear band names like that. All right, let's go down some more here. Marty wrote The Cult. I always thought that was a good name. It's a powerful name, right? I think their original name was like the Death Cult, Southern Death Cult, I think was the Cult's original name, and they shortened it to The Cult, but that's another one of those powerful names. I think that's a great name for a band. Dusty's Rusty Nuts. Nirvana was a good name. Iron Maiden, yeah, of course, that's a good name. Let's go. I posted this on YouTube here as well. Let's check out some of the comments there. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. Throbbing, okay, this is Brian. Easy. Throbbing Gristle. Disturbing, disgusting, and never forgotten. Throbbing Gristle. Yeah, that's all the above, man. I didn't know this. Okay, Travis wrote Take a Dump, but he wrote as it was marketed Tad. So I was familiar with Tad back in the 90s, but I did not know that name stood for Take a Dump. Okay, what else do we have here? King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. I've been hearing so much about this band over the past couple months, and I don't know why, because they've been around for a long time, but I need to check them out. But it is a great name. In Excess, one of my favorite names. Only the years with Michael, though. Yeah, I mean, of course, Michael was In Excess. Though I did see them. Me and my wife saw them years later when they had that reality show and they had the new singer. They were still entertaining, but In Excess. Simple. Yeah, that is a good name. In Excess. I do like that name. Gotta be The Who, close second. The Guess Who. The Who and The Guess Who. Yeah, those are good names. The Guess Who were from my hometown, and from what I recall, how that name came about is they put a single out, and the original single, they just wrote The Guess Who on it, so DJs would have to guess who that band was, and the name kind of stuck, so I dig it. Metallica. I mean, obviously to each their own with these band names, right? But Metallica, you know, that was never my favorite name for a band. We talked about Slayer. I think that's the best of the big four. But Metallica, does anyone remember that period, that minute in the 90s where metal wasn't cool and Lars went around referring to Metallica as Talica? Got rid of the metal part of it. Yeah, it was a bad era, man. Metallica, half man, half biscuit. Yeah, all right. The Tragically Hip. I always like that name. John wrote, Hootie and the Blowfish and Chickenfoot come to mind as the worst. That's a topic for a different day, the worst bands. But yeah, those are fairly bad names. Yeah, Colton wrote, I've seen people show up to a bar simply because they saw a sign that said Nickel Beer Friday. It's like that whole thing, free beer, cheap beer, nickel beer, naked ladies, all that kind of stuff. Motorhead. Yeah, Motorhead is another one of those powerful names that I wish I had picked from my band back in the day. Motorhead. Phenomenal name. One of the best names, man. I love it. Led Zeppelin, of course, they're gonna flop like a Led Zeppelin is the way the story went. Magus wrote, I don't like long band names. I don't even listen to them, but and You Will Know Us by the Trail of the Dead, or Trail of Dead, is an awesome band name. I agree, that is a great name. Powerful again. This comment says, I've got a record from a band called Butt Trumpet. Let's Google these guys. What the hell? What's a butt? What does a band who call themselves Butt Trumpet look like? Butt Trumpet is a Los Angeles-based punk band formed and maintained by Tom Bone. It is known for crass lyrics and deliberately offensive style. All right. I don't know if I could wear a Butt Trumpet shirt, but yeah, okay, there we go. It's the real deal. Dirty Honey. That is a good name. Those guys are making a lot of waves right now. They're a hard rock band, a current hard rock band, younger guys who are really embracing that classic hard rock sound. They actually came through town here like a month or two ago, played a small 200 or 300 seat venue. Kind of kicking myself for missing them. That would have been a good show. Okay, the Rolling Stones. Yeah, that's a great name. Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd. Is that a good name? Pink Floyd. I don't know if I would name a band Pink Floyd. Obviously, it's iconic. What do you think? Was Pink Floyd a good name for a band? REO Speed Dealer. They got sued. Okay, I do like REO Speed Dealer. Let's Google this. All right, there we go. Yeah, kind of look what? Like punk, hardcore maybe? REO Speed Dealer. Everybody's getting laid from the movie PCU, Politically Correct University, I think it was called. The Misfits from JC. Yeah, The Misfits. I think that's another one of those great, powerful names. Definitely one of my favorites. What did we miss? What is a really good band name? Can be a local band, can be a huge international band, doesn't matter. Let's get another list going here of the best band names, because this is great. I love reading this stuff, so throw it down in the comments below. Also, if you dug today's episode, I would appreciate quick thumbs up. Have a great rest of the weekend. I'll be back on Sunday with a really killer episode you are going to want to check out. Until then, keep on spinning.